That's festival, fried fish, seafood boil, ready for delivery.
In a CJ kitchen, she do mackerel and rice, sugar and spice and everything nice. Checking out the house, see the cake, them a rise. Her hands are blessed by Christ. When you see the bread, put the fruit cake, now make your cute cake, mackerel and dumpling, every little something. Whenever you're dreaming, whenever you're wishing, for the recipe, check CJ's kitchen. CJ's kitchen, yeah. CJ's kitchen, yeah. CJ's kitchen, yeah. CJ's kitchen, CJ's kitchen.
Good morning. Welcome once again to CJ's Kitchen, and it is now 10 minutes to 8 and I'm on it early. This won't be a long video. It's just a video to show you how I fried, like how I do fried fish without having them, you know, breaking up and stuff. I have some very large fish here. Listen, it's early, but I'm on it early. This is like maybe a 1 pound fish, right? I started cutting this thing, but I realized my knife wasn't sharp enough and I don't have a fish scissors, so I just leave it alone, right? So these are really big, and so I'm gonna show you how you can fry your fish. I clean them up and I put some season on them, and how you fry your fish and not have them breaking up in your pot, because a lot of people are afraid to fry fish because they feel that when they're frying it's breaking apart. I'm sorry if my video is not so leveled right now, but like I say, I'm just holding my and on here I probably have like 15 pounds of fish that I'm gonna fry, and I'm gonna fry them with festival because somebody ordered them, right? So I will come back and let you see how I do my fried fish. Alrighty, so like I said, this morning I don't have my my holder for my phone, so I have to be using my hand. I'm making festival, and this is where I'm gonna fry the fish when I'm done. And festival mix I mixed this morning, and I use ice water. So when you use ice water to make your festival, and this is done from scratch, you all, cornmeal, flour, sugar, salt, and baking powder. And so I'm gonna do the fried fish with festival. Here I'm doing a seafood boil as well. It's a Saturday morning in my kitchen and I have orders for these things. And like I said, this is CJ's Kitchen. Always cooking up something. So one might wonder, how do I know when my festivals are ready? Once I put them in, they go to the bottom, and once they start frying, they will raise to the top, right? They catch a color, they, you know, golden brown, if you like them well golden brown. I just turned these over, so they're not ready yet. There's a trick to, if you like crunchy, crispy festival. I'm actually looking at the video while I'm turning, so it's a little bit awkward. If you like your stuff crunchy and crispy, you just keep turning. Once you keep turning, you know, like you keep flipping them over, they get crunchy. But make sure you have the same color on both sides before you start flipping them over. And see, the bubbles in the pot is actually starting to relax, so you know you're coming to done phase, right? Once you see your oil start to relax like that, you know they're almost ready. And so keep flipping those over. I wait a couple more seconds and then I'll start to remove them from the oil. And I use a tongue instead of using a fork. I don't like punching my food because then oil gets right into it. And you have to, for best festival, make sure your stove is the oil is really hot, and also you have enough oil, because if you don't fry your festival in enough oil, it goes to the bottom, and then you know, it just seeps in the little oil that's in there. So you want to deep fry basically. And so, oh, I forgot to put paper towel in my pan. I normally put paper towel in my pan, but here's the festival. This is really hot. I was trying to break it. I can't break it. So I know these are done, right? Like I said, my oil is relaxed, and these golden brown. And so when I pick up, I just shake, and I know everything in here is ready, right? It's something that you know once you're cooking, you just know. All right. So I'll be back. Okay, so now it's time to do the fried fish, right? It's time to fry the fish. I'm gonna use the same oil that I use for the festival. I'm just gonna put some pepper in it, and these are gonna, I want the oil to be very hot. So once it stops popping, yeah. So you will know that the oil is very, very hot when these peppers stop frying like that and the oil becomes relaxed, right? So once the oil becomes relaxed, then I can go ahead and put my fish in. Okay, so I had to go ahead and remove one of the pepper. There's kids in this house, and I didn't realize it was busted, so it was giving off some fumes. Okay, behind this pot, I went ahead because I'm gonna fry fish, and this house is like really an apartment. I don't have windows and stuff right now open. It's winter, outside is cold, so we gotta keep the windows closed. I went ahead and I put some vinegar in that small pot behind there and turned the stove on. So as for the fish not to, you know, get too smelly in the house. Ooh, I think I got a little, oh, that was oil. Alright, so here's the pepper. I'm gonna remove that. And like I said, I can't allow them to pop because there's kids in the house. The house is locked up, so hence we'll have a lot of burning eyes and nose going on. All right, so this is one of my fish. I hold it by the tail. Be careful. So this is what will happen. Normally I would use paper towel to dry the fish, but it cannot be too dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and, all right, I'll hold it by the tail, and I'm just gonna slide it on. From that, because what happens is, because there is still water in the fish, it will pop up. So you gotta hold it by the tail, slide it on in, don't drop it in. You slide it on in and step away. And I want to add another one, but I gotta give that a little bit of time to cool down. I'm slightly gonna tip it over. See, it's easily tipped over because enough oil is in the pot. The oil is very hot. So I'm gonna go ahead again with another one, slide it on in. And I won't add any more fish to that. I'll just let that fry. Okay, so this is what we're gonna use on the fish. And this is consisted in vinegar. It's a vinegar pickle. It has onions, peppers, carrots, pimento, what else? I can't even remember. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my fish out. I really don't want to burn myself because I'm wearing a glove, and when you're wearing plastic gloves, you gotta be careful because if this hot oil should burn through the glove, it's a double burn. Just be careful. And I'm going to put that right there. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead again. This one is carrot. This is from a carrot. Okay. Slide it on in. And you don't want them to stick together. So once the oil becomes relaxed a little bit, I'll put another one in. Maybe this time I can do maybe 4 because these are a little smaller. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to get some of this chicken. This smells so good. And I'm going to go ahead. Like I said, I'm holding my camera. And I want to get some of this juice in here as well. And peppers. So each time I fry and add to this, I'm going to do the same thing once these are ready. Okay. See that one stuck right there a little bit. So you gotta wait. You see, if you're trying to move it and it won't move, you leave it alone. Because once it starts frying, it will actually lift off the bottom. But right now, you just give it a little tug. If you're not careful, this is how your fish will get smashed up when you try to move it if it's thick. So I'm just gonna wait for them to fry a little bit and then they'll move around easier. Okay, so here we go back in and I'm gonna try and shift this over now. Ooh, it's still stuck. And you have to be careful with parrots. These are parrot fish. They, you know, they kind of give that kind of issue. So I'm gonna flip this one over. There we go. Really got it to move out the way. So now I can go in. Let's see. Let me get this one by the tail. I'm going to go in with a snapper. And slide that one in. Try to keep it away from this lovely one right there. And I might try and go in with another one. Okay. If you feel that it's a little bit too much, don't add any more. You know, like I can always add another one. But, and I'm gonna do another snapper again. I'm just gonna slide it on that side because that's where most of the heat is. So we're gonna leave that for a while, maybe 3-4 minutes. Let it fry until the oil relaxes, because they will break apart if you try to move them too early. You gotta let them fry and come together, okay? Okay, so this is also, I'm doing also some steamed fish. The fish on here, so I'm just gonna shake this together. But right now I'm holding the camera. So the fish are on here. You know how we do. In here we got tomatoes, sweet peppers or bell peppers, onion, garlic. We got thyme. I like cooking with a lot of thyme. So we got thyme. Because I did not put like Scotch bonnet pepper in this because the person I'm cooking for don't like a lot of spice. So they don't like a lot of spicy stuff. So ends. And then we got butter. I use stick butter, and this is the butter that I'm using in there. So that's stick butter. And I'm gonna set this on. I'm gonna turn the stove on, and I'm gonna keep it a little high for a minute. And so once the butter starts melting, I'm gonna cover it. And once the butter start melting, it will start to steam because this is steamed fish. So I'll come back. There's carrot in there as well. We got carrots and stuff. All right, so I'll come back and show you when it's done. Okay, so we're gonna go in and check on the steamed fish. So what I did, I just hold both handle of the pot and shake it around. But like right now, I'm not using a what it's called. I'm not using a stand for the. I'm not using a stand for the phone. So I'm gonna go in and shake it around. And this pot is very big. It is just 2 burners on the stove. So I'm turning it around so you can see. Alright, so it looks like. And so yeah, at the end. Okay. So I'm gonna turn in this pot. It's a very big pot. So I have to use 2 burners for it. It's hot. So this is what the steamed fish will look like, and I'm gonna pour it into a 4 pan for delivery. And it's been cooking about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, I think. I didn't really time it. But you don't want to cook it too much, and then the fish, they're all smashed out. Fish don't take a long time to cook. Though these are very big fish, because one will weigh like 1.5 pounds. So it takes a little longer time, but normally on a regular day, fish don't take a very long time to cook. And like you see here, got very nice juices going on. I just got my spoon. That's the juice. I'm just doing it and pour it over. Bring it up and pour it over. So all your fish gets separated. Bring it up. Pour it over. When you're eating, you got carrots, you got bell peppers. In Jamaica we call sweet peppers. Alright, so there you have it. This is the steamed fish. Okay, so this is the finished product. We did a little lime garnish, and that's it. Alright, that's festival, fried fish, seafood boil, ready for delivery. If you're in the Orange, New Jersey area, you can hit me up and I can prepare these for you. And these black things, if you're wondering what those are mussels. There's corn, mussels, eggs, potatoes, shrimp, and snow crabs in here, and also sausage. All right, and that's beef sausage. So, and these are parrot and red snapper. For some reason I have an accent. I don't know how come. I'm Jamaican, you all. Okay, so if you can remember, I'm just gonna pick one up on the side because I'm not wearing any gloves right now. So this is the festival. I'll show you what it looks. Oh, you know what? I just bite into that because I only have one unworking right now. So not a lot of flour in it. See? Tastes really good. So that's what that is. Fry fishing festival, seafood boil, and that's it.
CJ's Kitchen, yeah. CJ's Kitchen, yeah. CJ's Kitchen, yeah. CJ's Kitchen, CJ's Kitchen.